How do you plan a magnetic presentation? I'm Tina B, founder and chief communicator of Tina B LLC, a public speaking and storytelling coaching company, and I protect audiences from boring speeches. And today I want to focus in on planning that magnetic presentation. Today is actually National Simplicity Day in honor of Thoreau, and he believed in the simple. It's so much easier to be complex than it is to be simple. And as presenters, you need to be simple. I think about when my husband and I found this really old 1880s door in our attic. It was original to the house. And instead of throwing it away, we created a plan for it. We thought during the pandemic, let's support our local artist, Zach Jones, and have him paint a mural. He's known for beautiful murals. Well, instead of just handing him the door and say, hey, paint something cool, we had a process. We had to make a plan. And the first step, he had us look through a series of photographs we'd taken. And that was really difficult because my husband's a great photographer and we had lots of choices. And many of those photographs did not translate well into what would make for a great painting. We finally selected one with my son fishing on the West Nishnabotna, which really told a beautiful story. Well, we didn't just magically get this beautiful mural until months later, for the painter had to look at the picture and figure out his plan, and then he did the beautiful reveal. And that's when I realized that just like visual art, public speaking and being magnetic takes a plan and process. So I want you to think of 3 questions that you can ask yourself prior to every presentation. The first is, I want you to think, how will I deliver my presentation? And when you think of delivery, it's not only in terms of the content, the messaging, but also the presentation, the voice, the body. Think first of what is it you want to say? How do you want to say it? Is it virtual or in person? Those all take plans and preparations to be effective, to be magnetic. Just showing up and winging it generally does not work very well. You want to embed great sensory details with story, you want to have structure, and you want it to be simple. And simplicity takes time. So that first question is, how will I deliver my presentation? Number 2, how do I want my presentation to help my audience feel a certain way? So what is it I want them to feel? And this is important in terms of what kinds of emotions are you wanting to motivate and inspire, inform, persuade, get them to do something with that information, get them to think differently. What is it you want that information, those words, how do you want them to influence your audience? So the feelings, that influence. That's the second question, is how do you want to influence, or how do you want your audience to feel? The last question is what is it you want, those important ideas you want to leave with your audience? What do you want them to do with that information? It's so vital, it's so crucial, it's so important for them to know what kind of ideas you want to resonate with them. Think in terms of where it is you want them to go. Do you want them to make a change? What are they to take with that information? So 3 questions to have a magnetic presentation is, first, how will you deliver that message? Second, what kind of influence or feeling you want your audience to feel? And then what important ideas do you want to leave with them for that desired outcome? In order to be that magnetic speaker, I really would love for you to check out my website, tinabakehouse.com, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel, Magnetic Speaking with Tina B. This has been Tuesday Tips.